This program is brought to you by generous donations from the community and sponsored by Stifel Financial.
Good evening. My name is Randy Swissley, your host for tonight's edition of Nevada County Now. Tonight, we take a closer look at the current state of affordable housing in Nevada County, a community where rising home prices, limited inventory, and growing demand continue to put pressure on working families and those on fixed incomes. Across both Western Nevada County and the Truckee region, the cost of buying or renting a home has climbed faster than the wages, leaving many longtime residents struggling to stay rooted in the place that they call home. To address this issue, local leaders are advancing new strategies, including down payment assistance, housing trust investments, supportive housing projects, and zoning updates. Don't go away. We'll be back after a short sponsor break.
Thank you to Stifel Financial, proudly helping individuals pursue financial goals, businesses and organizations raise and protect capital, and communities offer higher quality of life. To learn more, visit www.stifel.com.
The median price of a home in Nevada County has climbed to around $650,000. That's up more than 6% from last year. In addition to the sales market heating up, rents remain high as well. Average rent in Nevada County is $2,371, ranging from $1,600 for a one-bedroom to $2,700 for a three-bedroom home. To afford the average rent here, a renter would need to earn about $25 an hour. That's roughly 1.5 times California's minimum wage. According to the California Housing Partnership, about 1/3 of local households are considered housing cost burdened, meaning that they spend more than 30% of their income on housing. For low-income renters, the gap's even wider. Nevada County has an estimated 2,800 low-income renter households without access to affordable homes. Among the county's extremely low-income residents, 69% are paying more than half of their income for housing, and that's a level considered severely cost-burdened. However, there is some help on the horizon. For instance, a 55-unit affordable housing complex is now under construction in Truckee and set to open in 2026. Nevada County Habitat for Humanity continues to build homes for families often shut out of both the rental and the homeownership markets, and other nonprofits are working to fill the gap. Creative solutions such as the recently approved Nevada County Down Payment Assistance Program are aimed at helping local people become homeowners. Supervisor Hardy Bullock says the program is designed to help residents who earn too much for low-income assistance but still can't afford to save enough for a down payment in today's market. The plan will offer up to 11 homebuyers a loan for $50,000 beginning in February or March. Borrowers would pay 3% interest with repayment deferred until they sell the home or reach the 30-year mark. The program is modeled after similar efforts in Truckee and Placer County and could allow Truckee buyers to combine assistance from both jurisdictions. Funding comes for the American Rescue Plan Act, with an additional program planned to offer 6 to 10 more loans for lower income families. Don't go away. We'll take a short commercial break and be right back.
The United Way of Nevada County works with local partners to create a stronger, more compassionate community. With support from local donors and volunteers, resources are provided for those neighbors in need, whether it's food, clothing, or disaster preparation. Together, we are building a brighter future for everyone in Nevada County. United Way of Nevada County.
Tonight, we take a look at the vital work being done by Nevada County's Housing and Community Services Department, the team responsible for bringing millions of dollars in state and federal support directly into the community. The department administers key programs like the Community Development Block Grant, which funds housing opportunities, essential services, and infrastructure for low-income residents. Housing and Community Services also oversees major capital projects that expand care for behavioral health and homeless clients, including facilities like Odyssey House, Boast House, and the new psychiatric health facility, now moving forward at the Nevada County Government Center in Nevada City. It's a department quietly shaping the future of housing, behavioral treatment, and support services for some of the county's most vulnerable residents. Don't go away. We'll be back to speak to a representative from Nevada County Housing and Community Services about the new down payment assistance program.
In the heart of Nevada County, the Rotary Club of Grass Valley is making a difference, one project, one person at a time. Rotary believes in the power of service and is dedicated to improving the community through hands-on projects, educational initiatives, and global outreach. Join an organization that creates positive change, whether you're giving your time, your talents, or your heart. Together, they make our community a better place for all. Rotary Club of Grass Valley, people of action. Become part of something bigger today. Visit rotarygv.org for details.
Tonight we're joined by Tyler Barrington, the newly appointed Director of Nevada County's Housing and Community Services Department. Barrington has more than 22 years of professional planning experience, most of it right here in Nevada County, where he has served since 2005. He became a principal planner in 2011. In his new role, he oversees major housing and community support programs. Barrington has been instrumental in shaping the county's housing policy. He's also served on the county's Housing Ad Hoc Committee and represents Nevada County on the Tahoe Truckee Workforce Housing Agency Board. A graduate of CSU Chico, Barrington is an accredited senior executive through the California State Association of Counties. Welcome, Tyler. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
We're happy to have you.
Happy to be here.
My alum from Chico State.
Go Wildcats.
The Wildcats, go Wildcats. So this is actually a very encouraging thing for me to hear about the housing help in our county, and it sounds like in Placer County as well. So what do you find that has made the biggest impact to our community through your program?
Yeah, well, the program is not yet out and available to the public yet, but it was recently approved by the Board of Supervisors in November to authorize the Housing Community Services Division to start a program where funding will go towards individuals, as you outlined earlier, that don't make enough money to qualify for down payment on a new home. There are a lot of programs out there in the state that are affordable to folks that are making 80% of the area median income, which is around $124,000. But there wasn't a lot of programs that were focused on folks that are making above that, so 80 to 120. And then looking at the Truckee region, there's a different situation in terms of affordability, not only in terms of the housing costs, but also in terms of the area median incomes. And so a long-time standing program of the county housing element or policy is to look at a regional program where we could apply different area median incomes to qualify individuals. And so through the county's ad hoc, housing ad hocs over the last 2 years, we've been looking at developing a program such as this. And so it's really exciting that it's coming to fruition, if you will. So the board in their leadership has looked at other programs, as you mentioned, in the town of Truckee, as well as Placer County for models. And with that information has authorized us to authorize up to 11 or so deferred low interest loans, with the idea that as those homes sell in the future, it'll help repay that program and offer the assistance to new families.
Great. That's great. I really like it because they keep talking about a K-shaped economy, where we don't really have to worry about the people that are getting richer and richer, and a lot of the assistance typically goes to the people at the very bottom, and then that leaves a pretty big gap for what has traditionally been known as the middle class. So that I feel like that this program is addressing the middle class. Is that what?
I think there's different terms thrown around there.
Yeah.
Missing middle is one that's used. Workforce housing is another one. But really it is that income group that goes between the 80 and the 120. Now, looking at the town of Truckee, or the Truckee region, eastern Nevada County, we're looking to allow up to 150% of the area median income as a result of the overall median housing price up there, which is around $900,000 to almost $1 million, versus the $600,000 or $650,000 as you outlined earlier. Mm-hmm. So it provides a little bit of a sliding scale, if you will, that addresses the needs of the region that the program is going to be run in.
Many of the people that we've had on the show recently have been impacted by changes in federal funding that they weren't expecting, or even in some cases had apparently received funds or been granted funds that have now been rescinded. How much of your funding comes from the federal government, and how how confident are you that will come through?
So the good part about this funding source is it comes from the county general fund.
Great.
And it was allocated years ago as part of the ARPA funding, as you mentioned, and it's been set aside in a special projects fund. And it's kind of a conglomeration of funds that were allocated or earmarked, if you will, for some Truckee housing projects and for the western side of Nevada County. And then we put them together to help increase the amount of funds availability. And so, I think the intent is to hopefully assist not only families in the west side of the county, but also the east side of the county. And I don't know that quite answers your question, but we feel very secure because this is county dollars, and the county has the ability to dictate how those monies are spent over time.
So even though they originally came from DARPA, you don't think that there's any way that DARPA could rescind those? Okay.
No, I mean, like I said, they are embedded into the county's general fund, so these are now general fund dollars.
So we just have to worry about the county's dependence on federal funds, and we're very lucky to have the controller that we have in place there. She's very
Correct.
good.
Yeah, and I mean, there's obviously other programs that are impacted by actions of the federal government, but this particular one, which is the part of the reason why we're able to offer it up to those different higher area median incomes, is because it is controlled by the county.
So what are you looking forward to the most when this plan goes into place?
I'm really looking forward to getting first-time homebuyers into homes. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think families, need that structure. It helps build capital over time, and helps for long-term investment in our community, and allows families to stay in their community instead of having to move to other areas.
Yeah. So a soft and a hard, that's more the softer reason. It's distressing to see people kind of forced out of their home base. But then on the other hand, once the harder data or whatever is more, once you buy a home, you're going to go out and you're going to spend more money in the community, with businesses in the community. So you're right, it'll be good for the community. And what do you expect to be the biggest challenges? I don't even understand the process.
I think one of the biggest challenges is going to be able to find, it continues to be able to find homes that are available that people are still able to afford, even with this assistance, because home prices in Nevada County continue to grow. And so while this does get them towards that, there's still going to be some level of savings that's going to have to be done, and maybe some assistance from family members to help support them moving into their new home. So it's one of the major challenges. And going back to your question before, one of the things we're really excited about is not only are we looking at getting this program out there for people. We're also looking at using some program income funding from a different source to also open up a program for folks that are making below 80%. So to actually provide some down payment assistance for first-time home buyers who are in the affordable housing range. So it's kind of a two-pronged effort. You know, there's not one thing that's going to help solve the housing crisis. It's going to take multiple efforts over different programs to help, you know, try and get people to achieve home ownership.
Mm-hmm. This is certainly a big step, though. You know, I like it. So how will you get the word out to people?
That's a great question. Well, we did a press release originally. Once, as you mentioned earlier, we're looking at potentially releasing the program and making it available sometime in late February. Mm-hmm. And so once that's available, we'll go full press in terms of our press release, doing social media outlets, working with our PIO team to ensure that people know that it's out there. We'll also work with our other regional partners like the Town of Truckee, and the Tahoe Truckee Workforce Housing Authority Agency to help get the word out to those people that are out there looking for homes.
Great. Well, we could certainly have you back on once the program gets going, and because your perspective will probably change by then, and then we could help get the word out as well.
That'd be great. Really would appreciate it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, Randy.
Mm-hmm. Well, folks, thank you for watching this edition of Nevada County Now, your choice for local news brought to you by locals. We'd love your input about the show, what you would like to see on future shows, or if you would like to be a host or contribute as a guest, a writer, or a producer. Please email your ideas and suggestions to news@nevadacountytv.org. Please help us spread the word about Nevada County Now. Together we can keep our community informed. Until next time, have fun getting out there to explore all our community has to offer.